Hello everyone, this is me Sayed. Today I'm gonna show you how to configure a router. This is the basic class for the beginners. The simulation you are seeing, this is called the packet tracer. Through this we can configure or we can design any network, any kind of network. So today I'm gonna show you how to configure a small network. So first of all, we come to custom made devices and pick this router 2621 XM router and one another here. Okay, now we need two switches and PCs. Okay, now we connect wire. This is the straight cable. When we are connecting to different devices, we use straight cable. When same devices, then we use cross cable. This is the straight cable and this is the crossover cable. Okay, we connect a router with switch through fast Ethernet port, and this is serial 0 by 0. 0 by 0 mean 0 slot 0 port switch. Fast Ethernet 0 by 1. Pick the straight cable with control, so you do not need to come again and again. Okay, then port 0 fast Ethernet. You do not have to click on RS232. Click on fast Ethernet 0. Then this port to this port. Okay, 0 by 0 fast Ethernet, same method. Okay, now we need to connect router with router. For router we connect it through serial cable, serial DC cable, and pick this one on which the clock is shown. This is for the because we gonna define the clock rate, so we connect router with router through serial cable. That's why we are picking serial 0 by 0. It also means 0 slot 0 port, and here serial 0 by 1. Okay, so pieces are connected to switch. Now we need to configure the router. First router, we double click on router. Okay, CLI mode. First of all we need know. Okay, now when the greater sign is shown, it means that we are in the user mode. So we gonna go to the privilege mode first, enable. Now we are in privilege mode. In privilege mode we have limited access, so we need to go to the global configuration mode. Global configuration mode, also called the administrative mode. We can do anything we want. So configure terminal. This is global configuration mode. So we're gonna first of all give IP address to fast Ethernet port. This is the fast Ethernet port 0 by 0. We need to give an IP address to it for the communication. Okay, interface FA fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Enter IP address. We're gonna define the class A here, so 10.0.0.1 255.0.0.0. This is the subnet mask. By default it is 255.0.0.0. Okay, now shut It's mean no shutdown. By default a port is disabled, so we need to enable it. That's why we use no shut command for it. Now change state to up. Okay, here is it. Change state to up. Our first, now we have to configure the serial port. This is the serial port. We need to configure this one. Okay, now come to serial port. Exit from this interface. Okay, now we are in global configuration. Interface serial 0 by 0. IP address. Here is a point. You need to give the different network IP address because this is the different network. Here are three networks. One is this one is this one, and the other is this one. You need to give the different network IP address, not the same. If you give the 10, so it will show you the overload and it will not work. You need to give the another network. So I'm gonna use 11 network here. 0.0.12550.0.0.0. Subnet mask is same. We are using the class A. Okay, now shut same. Okay, here we gonna give the clock rate. By default its range is 64,000, and you can check its ranges by simply clicking on the question mark here. Its range is from 300 to 40 lakhs, so you can give whatever you want, but I'm giving 64,000 because it is default. Okay, exit and write. Here is the another, and do the same process here on the router too. Now enable for privilege mode, then config terminal for the global configuration mode. Interface FA 0 by 0. You can get the short form of interface is FA because this simulation take the short form. It is an intelligent software. Okay, IP address. We're gonna use the 12 network here. 12.0.0.1.2.0.0.0. Now shut to enable it. Okay, now interface serial 0 by 1. And now we came to this interface. We're gonna give IP address to this interface. Okay, IP address. We're gonna use the same network because this is the same network, and here we have defined the 11 network, so we need to give the 11 network IP address here. 11.0.0.2 because the first .1 is given to the router 1 and 255.0.0.0 default subnet mask. Now shut, and we do not need to give the clock rate here. We only give clock rate on one side. Okay, control Z to go to the privilege mode and W right for the saving. Now all the lights are green. It means we have configured the network. Now give the IP addresses to the PCs to check our communication is done or not. Here is the 10 network 0.0.2. One is the fuzzy Ethernet port and default gateway 10.0.0.1 is the default gateway. Another PC IP address 10.0.0.3 10.0.0.1. Okay, let's check it. is our communication is 100% with the router 1 or not. Ping 10.0.0.1. Okay, we have configured the first network. Now give the IP addresses to this. Here we use 12.0.0.2, 12.0.0.1 default gateway. Let's check it here. Ping 11.0.0.2. Our communication with the router 2 is 100%. Okay, this is for the beginner class. I only just show you how to configure the router interfaces. In next class I'm gonna show you how this network 1 will communicate with this network. Thank you for watching.